Today on All Things 80s, it's another random Star Wars figure review. Welcome back to All Things 80s. This is now episode 12 of the random Star Wars figure review. So without further ado, let's pick a number and review that figure. Number 56 has given us Han Solo in his Bespin outfit, which first came out in the second wave of Empire Strikes Back figures back in 1980, although it did first appear as part of the Sears Bespin Cloud City playset. Now, it's a slight improvement on the first Han Solo figure. The head sculpt definitely in proportion with his body, and just an overall better looking head, it has to be said. Now, it was issued with a blue Bespin blaster, as you would expect for a figure with Bespin in the name. The sculpt itself is fairly basic. There's not too much going on in terms of his shirt and jacket. The pants, however, are a bit of a weird one. In the movie, yes, Harrison Ford wore pants that were brown in colour. They were not this light shade of brown, that's for sure. And I'm sure the boots were not matching his pants. Although they did manage to get the nice classic lemon piping down the legs there. Now, having done a bit of research on this, I cannot find any examples of any variations to note. So this is one of the few figures where they pretty much all do look the same, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because as far as I can see, there's nothing really wrong with this. Now, as I said, was issued in the second wave of Empire Strikes Back, meaning that it was issued on, of course, the Empire Strikes Back card, also the Return of the Jedi card. It didn't make it to Power of the Force, but it did make it to the Tri-logo in Europe, and in all instances they did use the same image, which is a pretty cool image of, you know, Harrison Ford sort of posing by the doorway. I'll maybe one day do a video, you know, ranking the figures where there are numerous examples per character. I think I did one for Luke Skywalker. If I were to do one for Han Solo, this one would probably be in the middle somewhere. It's not a terrible figure. It's also not an amazing figure. And for some reason, it was one that I had as a kid, I had a strange relationship with. I didn't hate it, but I also didn't love it. It was just one of the figures I had to have because I wanted all the heroes. But it was for some reason that I never quite took to this figure. I don't know why, but seeing it now, it's perfectly acceptable, good-looking figure, and one that I'm very happy to have in my collection. So there we go, Han Solo in his Bespin outfit. It's not great, but it certainly isn't bad. So that was Han Solo in his Bespin outfit, and it's a figure that I have kind of mixed feelings about. I didn't hate it, but I also, for some reason, never really loved it. But that's just me. So hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, with special thanks going out to the patrons. Please like, please subscribe, and as always, stay tuned for more videos from All Things 80s.